Hello friends, welcome to eCraft Greeks. So today we are going to discuss about Web3. So what is Web3? Web3 has become a catch-all term for the vision of a new, better internet. As its core, Web3 uses blockchain, cryptocurrencies, and NFTs to give power back to the users in the form of ownership. A 2020 post on Twitter said it is best because Web 1 was read only, Web 2 is read write, and Web 3 is read write own. Centralization has helped onboard billions of people to the World Wide Web and created the stable, robust infrastructure on which it lives. At the same time, a handful of centralized entities have a stronghold on large swaths of the World Wide Web, unilaterally deciding what should and should not be allowed. Web3 is the answer to the dilemma. Instead of a web monopolized by large technology companies, Web3 embraces decentralization and is built, operated, and owned by its users. Web3 puts power in the hands of individuals rather than corporations. Before we talk about Web3, let's explore how we got there. Web 1 read only 1992 2004. In 1989, at CERN, Geneva, Tim Berners-Lee was busy developing the protocols that would become the World Wide Web. His idea to create open, decentralized protocols that allowed information sharing from anywhere on the earth. The first inception of Berners-Lee's creation, known as Web 1, occurred roughly between 1990 to 2004. Web 1 was mainly static websites owned by companies, and there was close to zero interaction between users. Individuals seldom produce content, leading to it being known as the read only web. Web 2 Read Write 2004 till now. The Web 2 period began in 2004 with the emergence of social media platforms. Instead of read only, the web evolved to the read write. Instead of companies providing content to users, they also began to provide platform to share user generated content and engage in user to user interaction. As more people came online, a handful of top companies began to control a disproportionate amount of the traffic and value generated on the web. Web 2 also birthed the advertising driven revenue model. While users could create content, they didn't own it or benefit from it. Monetization. The premise of Web3 was coined by Ethereum founder Gavin Wood shortly after Ethereum launched in 2004. Gavin put into words a solution for a problem that many early crypto adapters felt the web required too much trust. That is, most of the web that people know and use today relies on trusting a handful of private companies to act in public's best interest. Core ideas of Web3. So, although it's challenging to provide a rigid definition of what Web3 is, a few core principles guide its creation. Web3 is decentralized. Instead of large swaths of internet controlled and owned by centralized entities, ownership gets distributed among its builders and users. Web3 is permissionless. Everyone has equal access to participate in Web3 and no one gets excluded. Web3 has native payments. It uses cryptocurrency for spending and sending money online instead of relying on the outdated infrastructure of banks and payment processors. Web3 is trustless. It operates using incentives and economic mechanisms instead of relying on trusted third parties. Thank you.